This is Just a Thought, a journey with Crystal Lee. Today's thought is inspired by Psalm 105, verse 4. Seek the Lord in His strength. Seek His presence continually. God is the only one in our lives who understands us perfectly and is able to do all things. He will never leave you nor forsake you and will lead you in places that even your mother and father cannot go. Psalms 27, 8 through 10 says, You have said, seek my face. My heart says to you, your face, Lord, do I see. Hide not your face from me. Turn not your face from me. Turn not your servant away in anger. O you who have been my help, cast me not off. Forsake me not, O God, of my salvation, for my father and my mother have forsaken me, but the Lord will take me in. This verse, or these verses, are stating the fact that the journey that God has given you, the cup that you have to drink, sometimes you have to drink that cup alone. They cannot travel with you, although they may support you the best way that they know how, which is giving you words of encouragement. And it's important to know that when you drink a cup alone, you're not totally by yourself because you always have God that goes along with you. And it's important that you seek God continually because He is the only one that can strengthen you in all things. People are limited, but God is limitless. You can achieve all things. You can do all things as long as you have Christ that is working inside of you, because God has and will do everything for you. The least we can do is to seek His face daily. There are many ways to get into the face of God and hear from Him. You can start with this program, but other ways you should definitely add to your daily walk of getting closer to God is reading your Word. There are many Christians that claim to be so, but they never open up their Bible, so they never know how to try a spirit by the Spirit. You have to build up your spirit. You have to walk out your own walk of salvation. Nobody can do it for you. Not your mother, not your father, not your pastor. So it's important for you to read the Word for yourself and then listen to worship music, gospel, Christian music. I encourage you to do that at least for a span of time. Get in God's presence, get in His face, worship Him, get to know Him, get comfortable with worshiping God because it is a natural thing. It is something that you don't have to do just when you go to church. If you are like me and going into a building may not yield the same worship that you may have in your secret place, but definitely do it. And it's also important that you have to pray daily. And praying daily isn't just, necessarily praying when you wake up in the morning and praying when you go to bed. Prayer can be just, think of it as communicating with God. As much as you would communicate with someone that's maybe your mother or your best friend or something in that vein. If something happens to you, you'll call them and say, man, you won't believe what just happened to me. I just got cut off. Or this person just fired me. Or this person just tried to cuss me out. God can be turned to in the same way. If you have something that just bothers you, you can talk to God about it. If you have something that you desire, you can talk to God about it. If you have something you can't control, you can talk to God about it. And the most important thing to all of it is He doesn't judge you. He can fix your problem. He's not listening to hold it against you later. He genuinely has a concern for you like a father does to his child. So it's a great relationship, one you should definitely continue to grow, because as you grow in God, it'll strengthen you to be able to do and go about doing many other things that it definitely takes your spirit to grow to be able to sustain. Thank you for listening to Just a Thought. Be sure to like our page, Just a Thought, on Facebook, and tune in tomorrow as we post daily, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. To watch and listen to our previous shows, go to www.tugnetwork.com.